Hi, my name is Jason Geiser, and today we're at Perry High School with McBurney Concrete, and we're going to be putting down some stencils. Today's episode is going to be on stenciled concrete and how to make some easier ways to put it down. What stencils give you is a very, very crisp mortar joint. These joints go in there, and it makes a very distinctive joint line. I really like the look of it. If you're trying to match brick or make something look like brick, there's no more authentic way to do that. And the reason we picked the stencil for this job was just because of all the columns they have here that already have a certain type of brick and a certain type of colored mortar joint. When I first started doing stencils, we would take each roll individually, roll out a roll, lay it in, and then cut it, then lay the next row in, cut it. And over the years, we just thought, man, this is not gonna be, there's gotta be an easier way to do this. So that's when we started to do the stapler technique and staple them together, a whole bunch of them together, that we can lay in a big roll of it. To do this technique, we're gonna measure our form. See, they're doing these borders in here, and why they had this all formed separate is because these are gonna separate their pores also, and they're gonna do stamped concrete in between these areas. So we're just doing the borders with the stencil. So what I'm gonna do is just measure how much I need here. So that's 2 feet, a 2-foot border, and that's what I'm gonna cut my stencils, maybe a little bit wider than that. I'm gonna cut them in strips. The stencil comes in a 3-foot roll, and I'm gonna cut them in like 2.5-foot strips, and then we're gonna take a stapler and staple them together. So what I'm gonna do next is just measure over. I'm gonna have to have a little bit of waste on this because of the overlap to make the bricks joints line up. So I'm just gonna measure over 25 inches from this point here, which is this joint here, right here. Now the top of these stencils too, there's a mark on the top of them, right here. This mark tells you where to line up the next joint too, so it's exactly evenly spaced. I'm just gonna take this one, lay it right on top of here. So now that I've got them lined up like that, I'm just gonna take the stapler, just put a couple staples, it doesn't take that many, just staple at a couple spots there. And then also with these stencils, always make sure there's a smooth side and a little bit rougher side. So we always want to put the smooth side down. We're going to staple like 5 or 6 of these together. That way it's easy to handle. If we get too many more than that, it's going to sag too much in the middle, and it's not going to be easy to lay in the concrete. So that's all the more we really want to go. So that's it for this week's technique of the week. This is a great technique to do with stapling these stencils together like we did today. It holds everything kind of together. If we wouldn't do that and we just pieced them in every 3 feet, there's a good chance that just when we run our floats across them or whatever, it could move it. So this is a great technique to be able to put a large area of stencils. And the great thing about this is you can do it the night before or whenever, you know, get them all ready to go the night before, and then when the concrete's down, you can just lay them right in. So as you can see, you know, with these stencils, it really, it's kind of cool. We got that white that we threw on there first. So this is gonna look, you know, relatively similar to how this wall looks. So that's the look we were trying to do. So have a great day, and we'll see you next time.